Greetings viewers, welcome to another Evil strategy session. I'm Evil. I have a 2v2 here with Hrunting and Evil going up against Black Machine and Holler. So what I'm wanting to focus on is this is a really good match. This is a quick match, as you can see, 10 minutes and 23 seconds. I really enjoyed my build order at the front door on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and focus in on this one. And so Hrunting and I had discussed it earlier, and he's going to go fast void rays. I'll take care of the front door and build up some troops. And the idea behind this is that we're going to crash simultaneously. So what I'm doing here is bringing in pylon. I'm speeding in additional probes. I believe I go up to 14 probes before I put down my first gateway. This is not the best defense against a 6 pool, but this is a really good just front door defense anyway. So again, what we're talking about is going to do as simultaneous a crash as we can on the front door. The idea being that the opponent's troops are going to have to go one way or the other, and they're not going to be able to defend in both sections. So depending on what they have for defense, we'll be able to crack that door. So let's see, pylon, then gateway, pylon, and I've got my probe trying to do a little block off. Put out one zealot, slap down a cybernetics core and a gateway. And in comes, let's see, a probe. He's going to build a proxy pylon right here, very intelligent. Here comes an SCV to scout. I've got my zealot out and my probe, so I'm able to block that off. And Black Machine's SCV does not get in. Immediately start bringing in warp gates and speeding up the research. Put down another gateway as time commences. Just kind of check everyone's income here. Hrunting is at 500, Evil's about 6, Black Machine and Holler are doing okay as well. I'm going to pause for 1 second, get rid of this income stat. I'm not a huge fan of saying that actions per minute automatically equal victory, but I do understand that actions per minute make a difference in terms of just a metric to see how much you're multitasking in that respect. So I just wanted to throw that out for a second. So Black Machine goes for a fairly early attack. I mean, 5 minutes and 4 seconds with 3 Marines, and he's going to try and run in and see what kind of damage he can do. I totally agree with that. It seems more than anything the early aggression does well. Having said that, of course, this is not going to end up well for Black Machine. I'm able to get out enough zealots and a stalker. Going up against 3 Marines. I think the one zealot could have done it, but Black Machine, if I remember right, does a little bit of micro later with his Marines, so they could have taken out that zealot. It was just a matter of time. Sending out more Marines. More Marines, off they go. Hrunting has a couple of void rays ready to go. I'd really suggest at this point sending them down here and towards the base, but I understand he's keeping them here just in case I start to get my ass handed to me. Send out a single zealot to do a little bit of probing. Black Machine pings the area and says, hey, danger, watch out. That's pretty good. So Holler is running off 5 gateways. I had checked him earlier. And here comes my force. So here goes Hrunting's void rays. They're off to the races. Uh-oh, zealots and stalkers. So I'm going to do some kiting and just go ahead and see what I can take out. At least keep some attention. What I like to do is I'm going to pause for a moment, and I want to watch this actually from Holler's point of view. So we know that he's going to get hit by the void rays. I want to watch it from his point of view and stick on his camera angle so we could see just how well the simultaneous crash works. I wanted to simultaneous crash, I should say. I was trying to work my way to the front door. It did not happen, and actually happened to the benefit. So again, I'm watching it from Holler's point of view. And I can see the void rays coming down right here. My allies and I get into discussions about void ray attacks and what void ray should hit first. One of my allies, Krevlorn Swath, goes after the cybernetics core as quickly as possible. Sometimes we go after gas as quickly as possible. It kind of depends on where we are. At this point, Hrunting is taking out probes. One thing I would like to point out, not at this point bad idea to do it, but while these are warping in, you can go ahead and start nuking them. You can start hitting them right away and get free shots on them. So, just to point out, while Hrunting is doing the attack over here, and while Holler's eyes are straight up front, I am kiting his zealots and just taking them out piece by piece. So he had, what, upwards of about 15 zealots it looked like at one point. There's a lot of minerals gone, just wiped out. and I think I lose a stalker or two. I know I lost a zealot. I'll take that trade. I really will. So again, switching back over to Holler's camera view. Here come 3 more Marines. So now everything that this OPFOR has is going towards fighting off this Void Ray attack. Meanwhile, I'm able to take out the forces that were closing in on our gates, basically at my own will. Another tip right here, and this is something that Hrunting and I talked about afterwards, is when you see this tower being built, instead of going after the tower, go after the SCV. And you're talking, if you can click on them, you're talking about 45 hit points and a difference of 200 hit points. So you can really pop that SCV off a lot faster. And just that damage can happen a lot quicker. So if you can drill down on that SCV, definitely drill down on him. Alright, I wipe out the proxy pylon, no more of that. I think I wipe out his probe too while I'm there. And just to kind of show the everyone point of view here, a couple of times Black Machine had slapped down a command center here and canceled, and slapped it down and canceled, and I think he was just trying to get some minerals back. Here is one of the weak hinge points of many Terrans. You build a wonderful front door, and then you leave the gate down. And I am going to take advantage of that, and that is it. That will seal the deal for the game entirely. So, yes, they take down the last Void Ray that's over there. 4 more here. And what do I have here? 16 Stalkers just walked in, and the only thing stopping me is a Void Ray and 2 Zealots and a Stalker. When you look at resources and income, it's game. Leave the game, done. Just perfectly executed attacks in that respect. I don't know what quality my opponents were, I don't know. But I will say that Hrunting and I, this is a gold team for us. Do we deserve to be gold? No, I think we got lucky early on. But at this point, we're gold. So that's what it's matching up against. This front door for me was really happy. It worked out very well doing the block off here. Another thing I see is a lot of times you only use 1 pylon. That's one of the things that happened over here to Holler. Has single pylon. Hrunting took that out and shuts down 4 gateways. Bummer. I will point that out over here. This is not realistically a problem for Hrunting. If you take out that 1 pylon, this starport will still be active, but this starport will shut down, so make sure to slap something else down there. For Terrans, if you're going to have a gate, close the gate. You gotta have that gate closed. You gotta have the multitasking ability to lower and raise that gate at your will. And for myself, having everything right up here, right up front, this is, in the long run, this is very dangerous because a nuke with an EMP could do some serious damage. So these 2 gateways probably should have been pushed a little further back. If I'm going to have this pylon act as a hinge point, I should probably have another pylon here or here. Something to help block this off, but as it turns out, it was unnecessary. So, thanks for watching this strategy session. I hope you guys learned something, and until we meet on the field of battle, stay evil.